What is going on, guys? Today we're going to be showing you how do you grind to get that 90 plus icon pack. So obviously if we have a look at it, we've already opened it, so if you want to check that video out, obviously it will be on the channel already, so you can go and have a look and either laugh or be very happy for me. So if we look at the actual objective, or SBC, it is the 90 plus Prime Team of the Year or Foot Birthday icon upgrade. Honestly, I feel like this will have a lot of weight around the primes. There is obviously a vast more majority of primes that you can get than obvious Team of the Year or Foot Birthday icons. Most of them being 90 as well, so realistically, you're in for a very big gamble. There's not necessarily going to be a very high chance of obvious R9s, all that jazz. We haven't got World Cups in here as well, so that is always a nice one, depending on how you look at it. You have one less shot at R9. Obviously, there is a few others as well. I think Matthias was over a 92, whether it was one that you wanted or not, but there is a Foot Birthday as well. But to be honest, in terms of the actual SBC, I think it's relatively cheap. An 88 rated, 85, 86. No Team of the Weeks, no Foot Champs, no specials actually needed in any of them. Which, to be honest, at that high rated isn't a problem anyway. Are you tired of using players like this? I would much rather have teams more like this. Then I recommend going over to skycoach.gg for all of your coaching and coins needs. They are cheap, fast and reliable, but at the checkout make sure you are using code JT11 for a discount on your orders. Back to the video. With obviously what you get back, you obviously get the small rare gold players as well as the prime and also the prime mix. So there's not a lot back, to be honest, and also you've got 7 days to get this done. I don't think it's repeatable at all. It might be, but if I look at another one, in fact, because normally I'm pretty sure we get the 15 hours next to it. Whether that's because I'm finished with it, I just don't know if this is going to come out again. I kind of hope it does before Team of the Season, because it's actually relatively easy to grind. We've got so many packs out at the moment, it is absolutely crazy. If you did obviously wanted to go for a chance with a year in review, or I think the 87 World Cup or Fantasy Foot Hero is there as well, there is obviously that is similar-ish price, but with all of the objectives, all of the SBCs that we've been getting, there's a lot of packs that we can do. We've still got next week to be able to get this, the rest of that Foot Birthday objective done, or Foot Champs bonus. We also have the Draft Challenge, which gives you a lot of players, which can be used in fodder, but then also you've obviously got a lot of players as well that you can get done also. Plus, we already had Foot Birthday swaps. If you haven't used that already, there was the 84 times 20 times 2 that was available again if you haven't already done it. Silver Beast is still around, First Owner Fiesta. There is just a lot of things that you can do. Plus obviously you've got all of Dennis Bergkamp's, you've got a guaranteed 92 and 87 and 93 if you really wanted to give up the Trophy Titans as well. There is all of them rewards that you can get just from these objectives, plus all the players if you wanted as well. There's another 88 here, so depending on what you are keeping in your club and what you are getting rid of, there's a lot of things you can do just from getting packs. That is always the big one. We've nearly got that one done, which again gives us another 584s. So there is an endless amount of objectives. That is the way if you don't necessarily want to kind of sit there on the menus all the time. I know some people prefer to actually be doing something rather than grinding League SBC after League SBC. But that is where we're going to next. So we obviously have players as well. If you wanted to do Guardes, if you wanted to do Diaz, there is obviously a cheaper squads you can go and do to obviously give you an 88 if you wanted to give him up straight away. To be fair, Roy Keane, I don't think he's fodder at the minute. In terms of kind of a player, he's quite nice. But you do have Guerrero, again, another 2 SBCs, just an 83 and an 84, which again will give you an 89. They are the players, if you want to grind them, that is always perfect. If you want to grind it League SBC way, obviously there is something on the channel, then have a look at that. Personally, Marseille, Serie A, Prem, and also just use the Lib and Suds together. That is what I do with that. Personally, you can just keep going around. Sell everything from the tradable, keep everything from the untradable, and utilize that going round and round and round and round. It's as simple as that. Obviously, you can utilize bronze and silvers if you really wanted to in that, but I would say golds are just going to be so much easier to get round that League SBC quite easy. From what you sell, you should then be able to obviously complete everything else again, or at least be able to buy everything else, and it will just keep your coins ticking along nicely, and you should eventually hit a walkout or something special that will give you the extra surplus that you might lose 5k a time, but then you buy, well, you pack, say, a Messi, for instance. You gain a 50k profit there, and it's just, again, just about getting the untradeable packs. If you manage to get an icon, if you manage to get a hero, then obviously they can be utilized back into the upgrade. Obviously, we do have Monday to go in. What day are we on today? It's Saturday today. So obviously not tomorrow, but the day after, we should get upgrades again, which again would give you another zone of how to upgrade as well, because we can just start picking up gold cards and whacking them into the upgrades. Judging from what we had last week, we had the player picks. I can imagine we more than likely will get a double upgrade, or even, I don't know, did we got a triple upgrade last week, I think it was. So it might have not even been picks. So we could be going back to picks, which would be very, very nice, because I do find them to be a little bit better. But in terms of the upgrade, it is literally just utilizing as much as possible, from objectives to daily SBCs, marquee matchups, any of them into this. Realistically, the 88 is the hardest one. 86 and 85 should be no problem whatsoever. And like I say, with all the FUT birthday swap stuff we've got as well, I literally didn't have to use really too much in the club other than the golds and a handful of specials. So let me know if you need anything more explaining. Make sure you do like and subscribe on this video, and I will catch you all for the next one. Peace.